right, good afternoon, fellow kids. It's me, your young, hip pastor, Thomas, and I'm here with Mike, my friend, and we're going to be doing...
Why am I not also the young, hip one?
Well, why is Thomas doing the intro right
I don't know.
It's called Painfully Honest.
Thomas, you're hired.
Okay.
You're doing the rest of these, right?
Great news, yeah.
Oh, good.
No, just
this
the rest
has
of
been
this
the
one.
dream. Okay.
Who are you?
Oh, no. Oh, man. All right, so I get to ask the questions. Thomas, you know how this works, right? We're gonna ask some questions. I've even let you look at them, and we're gonna eat some hot wings. So why don't we start? You lightly introduce yourself. You can come out here.
First sauce. Red eye. No, dead eye.
It's not red.
It's
clearly
dead
dead-eye.
Wow.
Medium mango.
This is kind of one that's been on here
Nice.
for a fair amount.
Oh, these are all
a
going to
crowd
mix
favorite.
together.
Kind of.
In a, so I don't get
Oop.
a fork. I have to touch them,
Okay.
too.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I promise that we did not touch them with our hands.
Okay.
Okay.
We did not.
Are you ready? So
What's the process here?
So we're gonna dab.
You eat it?
You can get as much as you want or as little as you want.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I might get progressively less as we go.
No, me too. I don't
Okay.
just
This one looks good, actually. It's mango. Fruit.
yeah. I personally, this is one of my favorites.
Can you write that down?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's called Red Eye.
Dead eye.
So why don't you kind of explain who you are? What do you do here?
Sure.
Yeah,
That sounded like the two items of a list that would have a third.
Nope. Just
Nope,
who
okay.
are you? What do you do?
Who are you? What do you do? Yeah. Well, isn't that the big question? Who are you?
The deep seated? Yeah. Give
Yeah.
us the real answer. Who are you?
I'll start with my name. My name's Thomas.
Okay.
Hoke. My middle name's Eric, but it's spelled with a K.
No C.
No C.
Okay.
And I am the pastor of community groups and equipping. Equipping, if you don't know, is the Christian word for classes. So that's what I do here. Who am I? I'm also, we're also defined by our relationships.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I am Mike's best friend.
Okay.
Closest.
Bold statement.
Okay. It's just, your eyes just match your shirt. And your hat,
Hey,
so-
blue is
Yeah.
blue. This is my football boat shirt.
Nice. Go
It
football
says,
boats.
It says football, and then there's a boat on
I
it.
like it, yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell
Well,
us?
anyway, so yeah, and I'm married. My wife is Katie. She's really lovely. We've got a child called Jack. He's 2. He loves
Yeah.
Band-Aids, which is Band-Aids,
Oh. Yeah.
and ball. And
Ball,
One,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is
He can count
he's
to 5.
Just count ball. Did I say ball already?
Mhm.
Ball.
Is that a
And-
reoccurring request
like
from
ball.
him?
Yeah,
a lot.
sure, ball. And we have another baby coming in October.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Do you guys know boy or girl?
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Taking a shot in the dark.
That's how we do it.
Do you get weirded out when people are like, what do you want? What child would you like?
It's weird how people like. Katie's like, I think it's a girl. How can she possibly know?
I don't know.
People are like, what do you think it is?
I don't know. I always
no-
said I would really enjoy a velociraptor.
Really?
I just thought it'd
It's
be
so
a great.
surprising to me.
Yeah,
that you would
right.
Say that.
It's kind of out of left field. It's
Yeah.
People want you to have an answer of a gender,
Sure.
and you're just like, no,
Yeah.
I would like a prehistoric dinosaur.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would
Alright.
choose something less violent.
What would you choose?
Pterodactyl.
Oh, is that one really less violent? Isn't that
Yeah.
also a
Bird.
predator? Anyways,
As you continue to
She got sick of those
converse
answers.
about
She was like,
things
this is
that-
she's
dumb.
like, absolutely no
Next.
more. Please
That's-
stop.
it's an interview. Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
These are two awkward
This
individuals.
is Stubbs spicy barbecue sauce.
Wow.
My personal favorite.
Do you know why it's called Stubbs?
That's his name.
No, but do you know why it's called Stubbs?
Do you know why it's
No,
called
I was
Stubbs?
asking you.
Okay.
All right.
Enjoy the sauce.
Cool.
Okay. So, yep, This one is, I like this one. This is not as good as the mango, personally.
Hard disagree.
No,
It's just
there's a lot of sodium here.
black pepper. That's all I taste when I eat it.
Bad
Like,
for
that's
your
where the
heart.
heat comes from.
You just wipe your hand on your leg.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nobody's licking my leg.
Can I be painfully honest with you?
Yeah, please do.
I do that sometimes too.
It's always weird. Like my son always just wipes his hand everywhere, and I realize that I'm not that different. Thanks. All right, so you are the community groups
Yeah.
and in charge of equipping. So
Yeah.
how did you?
Oh, I answered the first two then.
Yeah. So
Because
how?
it's what do you do at Parkview?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was your line.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
How did you get
Whoops.
that job? How did you become
Sure.
the pastor of community groups and also equipping
Yeah.
or the Christian equivalent of
Sure.
classes?
How did I? Yeah. Well, I applied.
Yes. That's
and
it.
As the whole story.
You
No,
applied.
You want? I'm gonna try to answer without getting too ahead of things, but
Okay.
yeah, I went to pastor school, which is at a place in Chicago, and they learned me good on things, and I felt really compelled by just the power of the local church, the significance of it, and especially community life at the church and how distinctive and wonderful it is for us to belong to one another as we belong to Jesus. And so I was like, had the opportunity to come back to my stomping grounds back in Iowa City and to a lot of relationships that were already there. I already knew you, for
That's
instance.
true. That's valid.
Don. I already knew Don. I guess they can't see Don.
Yeah.
not
Don's
supposed to
behind
be.
the camera.
Yeah. Sarah, I didn't know, but
Yep,
she's
no.
a new friend.
New friend.
And you know what they say?
No, tell me.
Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, and the other's gold. And so I guess that probably kind of brings it back around pretty
Yeah.
nicely.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got another one coming here.
Sure.
We have Cholula hot sauce.
Cholula. Do you know why it's called Cholula?
No, Thomas, why don't you tell me why it's called
That's her
Cholula?
name.
Oh, are you
And-
sure?
no, I
Do
made
you know
that up.
Cholula?
No. Can you just
What did you do to
Can
your
you just
sauce?
dab it? It's so tasty. I want all of it. I'll be honest with you guys.
Yep.
Age. Painfully honest.
Please. I need all the honesty.
They say age is just a number, and what they mean is age is just a number of antacids that you need to eat before you eat this. In my case, it's 30. 30 of them.
30 of them.
Yeah.
No, I would have had to get 33.
Just a number. Age is just a number.
It's just a
Just
number.
a number of Tums you need.
Yeah, those antacids.
Yeah. Do you know I just take antacids before bed now? It's pathetic, kind of. Get ready, kids. The future is not what you are thinking it's gonna be. I'm sorry, that's not what you wanted, but just want to be honest with them.
Yeah, that's what we call it, painfully honest. So if you're watching
that hurt?
this, yeah.
Which camera?
Okay. All right. Sit down. Okay. So, what specifically? You kind of alluded to it a little bit. Brought you into that area of ministry, into community groups.
Yeah.
We know that you applied to this church,
Yeah.
and then you got the job. So that was
Sure.
helpful. What kind of drew you to this specific sort of thing? Instead of say doing something like all the cool kids do, which is like youth ministry, or like what the old guy does, which is family ministry.
Okay.
the
Yeah.
cool
Well,
hip guy.
it's you. Yeah.
Yeah, you got on there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I think the cool thing about ministry, no matter what, whether it's sort of a big giant church or a little, church with just a couple dozen people, like many of the churches in the New Testament, just not big churches at all, is that ministry is not really about programs that we do, chicken wings that we eat, or
Nugs.
just gimmicky things like this that are really wonderful and excellent, and I love. Or even about, having big preaching sermons. I do that sometimes. All those sorts of things. They're wonderful. And they're things that are part of being a church. And we would look very different without them, and I think it'd be worse without them. But in the end, the whole thing with Jesus is about one person influencing another person.
Yeah.
You know, see, Jesus spent how much of his time with crowds? Some, you know, certainly, but he chose 12 guys that would be the people he had the most influence on, and even within them, he only had 3 that he had sort of the most significant influence on: Peter, James, and John. So I'm compelled by that idea that you know, we think maybe of church and some things that go on, and we think of the bigness of it, but in the end, for 2,000 years of Christian history and the church, and we think of the ways that it started, Jesus dead in a tomb with no followers, all the way to now, a third of the earth claiming Christ in one shape or another. And how did that happen? Not primarily through sort of big magnetic personalities, not primarily through amazing events, and not even through eating spicy wings.
Yep.
But it was just one person sitting down with another and influencing them for Christ. And so I'm compelled by that, and I think, you know, community groups is kind of where the rubber meets the road at Parkview for that. So that's it.
Okay.
I'm back with
Tiger
sauce.
sauce.
Original.
Yeah.
Every time that we have this one out, I always make the joke it's not made with real tigers.
Grr.
It's like Frosted Flakes. They're more than good.
She was awkward.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't know how to handle this. So
Okay.
I don't know how to be
our
around
brand of
people who are
off-putting
awkward.
humor is just getting to her.
What number is this?
This is number 4.
Number 4. Okay.
How do you feel about the heat?
Um,
Have we been progressing?
I'm just really enjoying them so far.
No, right?
My thing is, when I start sweating, it sort of starts up here. I'm a head sweater. And I'm always an armpit sweater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
People probably, you see me preach or whatever, you're like, man, he really wears light colors a lot. Not, you know, there's a reason, folks.
You put out too
It's not because it
hard
makes me uncomfortable. It's just, you know, you see someone up there and they're just like,
It's everywhere. Yeah.
it's like crazy.
Would you wear it? I mean,
You feel uncomfortable for them?
could you get it through a suit coat?
That's why I wear a jacket. I'm not joking at all. People probably think, oh man, Thomas really dresses up for church. He really wants to impress. No,
No.
it's because I'm that sweaty.
It's-
And I have sweat through a jacket
Is it
before.
like nervousness or?
I don't know. It's just I'm ready to perform. You know, just
Well, so
ready,
I
ready
mean,
to go.
like athletically, physically, people
Sure.
who are in better shape typically sweat more than people who are not. And so Thomas has been a
That's
guy that
definitely me.
yeah, I have known to be in significantly better shape than probably I have ever been in. There maybe was a period of time when you were like in 8th grade and I was a senior
Sure.
where that was probably.
We're not that different age.
Are we? Were you a freshman?
I think I was a sophomore.
Sophomore? We're 3 years, so it just depends on when.
Were you and Colin and Eric were?
So you were sophomore?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll
Figured
never
it out.
forget.
Oh no.
When I was a sophomore-
No, we're okay.
No,
yeah,
I'm going to keep going because we're being painfully honest. This is not a sad story about you. This is a sad story about me.
Okay, all right.
When I was a sophomore at West High football, I was one of the sophomores who was asked to play on varsity.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
I mean,
No.
not
It was
really.
so insignificant in the world that
Well,
even there, it didn't matter.
I just, yeah.
But I remember,
It's more I got hit in the head a lot, and
Sure.
so I don't remember a ton.
well, I played on the offensive line
yes.
with you. Do you not remember that?
When?
My sophomore year, your senior year.
Who did you go in for?
I think I took,
Because it was Eric and
I don't know if Eric was hurt or
Jack, and then Travis
what. I played
and
left
Ryan
tackle.
Nighty.
Well, weak side tackle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quick. You were quick. You weren't
Quick,
weak.
whatever. Well, anyway, the first game, Waterloo West.
Okay.
Matt Aiken was the quarterback.
Uh-huh.
He took a few sacks.
Oh, so this
Okay.
is the year I had graduated.
Oh, really? Okay, so
Yep.
it was a year.
Yep. Because
After.
we had he was a short kid. God,
Shorty.
I don't remember his name.
She wants us to be
I
done
should.
with this
Yes.
topic. Well, anyway, what I just remember is this was not the position I was prepared to play. I played tight end, and in the whole system, they're very different things. And there was no pass blocking.
Mm-hmm.
You remember this? It was
Well, that-
only run
yeah.
blocking.
Mhm.
And so they brought me up, and they said, okay, so here's just do what you always did. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yep.
So I just remember this guy. I was so overmatched too, and I was just anyway. And I just like the first time we had a pass play, I could do okay with run blocking,
Uh-huh.
like, pass play, and I would just like try to. I don't know what I was doing, and the guy I remember turning around and yelling at Matt Aiken, "Look out!" And he just got clobbered, like I think 2 or 3 times in a row, and they were like, "I guess we're not passing the ball." This game
Oh man, I didn't know you actually
and then
did a lookout
the next
block.
day it was like right on back.
Why don't you go
Thank
play
you for your
tennis?
help.
Nice,
And
that's
then I just-
fantastic.
It was a lot better.
It's okay. We told a story. It's fine. Nobody.
For you guys keeping track at home, we're on question number 5.
Here we go. So
Oh, I've had the
Berman's
Berman's Aldi
Hot
products.
sauce.
You guys been to Aldi? Oh my goodness.
Is this at Aldi?
Definitely.
Oh.
Let me show you. Aldi.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Exclusively by Aldi.
Well, we bought it at Hy-Vee, so
How did you do that?
went there and then I
It says
bought it.
on the thing exclusively.
Okay.
Do you know what exclusively means? It doesn't mean inclusively.
well, all I'm saying is, they found some,
Sure.
and then I went and found some.
No, I'm
and
not
then,
criticizing you, Sarah.
And then Sarah went way too hard and got on the line and figured out.
We got some hot ones.
So we're get ready because it's gonna get worse from
Okay.
about here on out.
Am I gonna hyperventilate?
I don't know, but I might.
I am CPR certified, so
Really?
Okay.
yeah, with babies.
Well, let's real talk here. Let's be
Sure.
painfully honest.
Let's
okay?
get it. Let's get it.
Did you always want to do ministry? Like, was this
No.
when you originally attended college or when you left high school, you're like, you know what I'm going to be?
Ministry.
Yep. No?
No. I
Well-
went to college for, well, honestly, I think when I was in high school, sports, I liked sports. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, but I knew I liked sports. I got a scholarship. I went to Iowa. I threw on the track team, and I knew about sports, so I thought, sports. Did I say sports enough?
No, I think you
Sure.
could say it a couple more times.
So,
if you wanted to.
just like anyone, I sort of wanted to stay in the realm where I felt comfortable.
Mhm.
And so I went into athletic training.
Okay.
So people know what that is, right? Especially if you're in high school. Right?
Yeah, I mean, if you
Middle
do
school.
sports, you
Sure,
have an idea.
they wrap your ankle, and
Yep.
if you get
Hurt. Yep.
stabbed or,
How often were you getting stabbed playing
they
high
just,
school
I'm just saying
athletics?
they'd be ready for that.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Fair
Sometimes
enough.
it gets scary out there.
It does.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I was doing that, and there came a certain point where I was like, toward the end of my time in college, I had big, significant spiritual transformation happen, especially in sort of my sophomore to senior year of college, and it just became apparent to me a couple things. First of all, I didn't want to do what my career path was at that point. And number 2, I was more and more compelled by working with the local church in some capacity. So that sort of set me out on discovering what that would look like, and to condense a lot of thinking and things into just a little bit. I think it was a combination of factors between the Lord working even from high school days forward, including the Ministry of Student Impact and a lot of people there. And, circumstances that seemed kind of outside of my control, but now as I look back, I go, wow, how different things would have been if just a few of these things wouldn't have fallen into place. That I actually first got into college ministry, so I didn't immediately go and sort of get trained and all that kind of stuff. It was just kind of the faithful mentorship of guys like Mike and others who do that, and that kind of led me on that path, and that was kind of, I got my first taste of it, and then, kind of took off from there.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is whatever, number 6, 7?
Yep.
6?
Number 6,
Ooh.
Valentina salsa picante. This is one of my favorites. It's pretty good.
You can't say salsa picante.
Salsa picante.
You have to say salsa picante.
Oh, interesting. Is that enough, or do you want more?
I'm
So it's
good.
good for me.
Okay.
Thanks,
I'm
Sarah.
such a good sauce lady.
I'm gonna be honest. The next three. So
We got 4 more.
oh, okay. Round the hash.
Over the teeth, past the gums. Look out, stomach. Is it good? Here it comes.
Yep.
Wow.
It's got to go down.
Mamma mia. Valentina. I was just saying, muy bien.
I don't.
Is that right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't take any years of Spanish.
Caliente como en su casa. Sehr heiß.
Yep, that would be. Yeah.
Ja. Dieser Essen ist sehr gut.
Jawohl.
Ja.
It's very. Yeah. That's
Cool.
good. Jawohl
Yeah.
means yes, indeed.
Wie gibt's?
So, all right.
Is it hot?
It was hotter than the other ones,
Okay.
in my personal opinion. Yep.
It was spicier than a tomato.
This is where it gets
Yeah.
awful. All right. Why don't you kind of explain what your experience was with youth group?
Youth group.
Yeah. Attending it, and then if you got a favorite memory or that sort of thing.
Sure. Well, youth group.
Yes.
I attended youth group
Me too.
here
Okay. Yeah.
at
Also,
Parkview.
yes.
In fact, I grew up in Iowa City, and I grew up attending Parkview.
Mm-hmm.
My family was here. And, what would I say?
Do you have a favorite memory?
Favorite memory?
Something that stands out?
You know? Probably the friendships that formed there
Mm-hmm.
would be number one. Just a lot of friends that I became friends with
Yes.
in the friendships.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be
Is
number
this
one.
like sports?
Yeah.
So if you can just say friendship
Yeah.
enough or friends.
It sort of fills in the
Yeah.
gaps. And then number two would be, I really enjoyed all the trips and stuff, retreats, and I always loved Devil's Lake trip.
Okay.
I don't know if that's still a thing, but
Nope.
climbing rocks, jumping in the lake.
Yep.
I always thought it was sort of funny that at the youth group would go to Devil's Lake. Is
Yeah,
nothing to
that's
do
great.
with the
Yeah.
devil,
Yeah,
by the
no.
way, just to be totally clear here.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. I always thought it was fun to camp and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll always remember the time that I'm glad you're up here because I wanted to tell a story and just have you there.
Oh, okay. So
yep.
you want me just
Remember
to
Kyle
stand here?
Woodstrom?
Yes.
I'll never forget the time that in the little hall there. I don't know if you were there, but anyway, he was just sort of would do anything
Yep.
kind of person. You
That's-
know people like this.
Right. This is
Like-
this is a
like
person
Sarah.
where I don't
Yeah.
know if I would quite go that
And-
far, but
I remember someone said, "Hey Kyle, I'll give you $5 if you eat all that nacho cheese." And there was a
Would not
nacho
do
cheese
it.
container that was literally, it was like the size of like a coffee can, you know?
Like a
And he
considerable
stood up in
gallon
front of everyone.
nacho
And this was
cheese.
like, there was not a single ounce of milk or like any
Oh.
wholesome material in this can. And he stood up and he went like this and he ate it all.
he earned that $5.
It was so, and I
It's
think it
not
probably
worth
ruined
it.
like his entire like week. But anyway,
So don't touch your face after you eat this one.
Okay.
This is
Or
the-
do.
I'll touch
we're gonna-
his face.
This is, you're gonna turn the corner into some really spicy stuff. So this is
Sure.
Dave's ghost pepper.
Goat
gourmet.
pepper?
Yep.
Y-
The
yeah.
goat peppers.
Bad. Wait, ghost peppers. Wow, that
Oh
sounds
wow,
kind of
you're
scary.
really getting after it.
Sounds
I am
kinda
not going
spooky.
that hard on this one. This is the standard like Lindsay
This was our ceiling. up
and
until we
yeah,
got
this
these
was our
sauces.
ceiling. Hope you're ready. All right, you ready?
Ready?
So
Ting.
Josh and I would do
Wait, how much
air
do you
ting.
have on yours?
I have a
Like
tip.
nothing.
This
He's
is what
doing way harder
this
than
is
you.
what you
Thomas,
did.
I'm proud
All
of
right, you ready?
She's proud of me.
Oh,
Oops.
oh god. Okay.
Vinegary.
Yeah, I don't like this one. It's not very tasty, but it is hot.
Yeah,
Are you getting it? You feeling it?
it's tingling.
How? What would you say your level of comfort with spicy is?
Medium. I'm not like
No spice?
I had a buddy in college that when we would go to Buffalo Wild Wings after college ministry stuff, and he would get blazing like
No
almost
problem.
every time. He would
Yep.
like that was just what he enjoyed. And they'd be like, "You're doing the challenge," and he'd be like, "No, I just like them. I'm not him."
No?
But honestly, it's more scary to me thinking about what's gonna happen next. Not so much the flavor of it right now.
Yep.
It's not how it tastes coming in. Never mind.
All right. Do you have any kind of maybe a funny story,
No.
maybe where ministry wasn't going exactly right, or was maybe went wrong for you, but was kind of humorous for everybody else?
I don't
Yeah.
know. It's not really ministry, but
Yep.
okay. I remember one time I was in the great nation of Ukraine.
Oh yeah.
And me and my good buddy Jerry, who now East Campus attender, we were getting sweaty. It's hot. It's summer camp, Ukraine. It's kind of same climate as Iowa in a way.
Yep.
And so it's time to take a shower. So we wander off into the camp wilderness area, and we find big concrete building, tile, whatever. It's clearly, this is where the bathrooms are. And so we go, and there's signs on each side. There's two sides, two
Yes.
genders, two signs, but the signs are in
Ukraine. Or
not
Russian.
in the language we speak.
Yep.
And so we say, well, we got to use the power of deduction. Okay, kids?
Yeah.
And
So you
So
put
we
your
looked at-
thinking hats on.
that's right. We put our thinking caps on. We looked at one side, and we looked inside. There's no one in either side, by the way. It's totally, it looks abandoned almost. On the one side, all the tile is blue.
Okay.
We go on the other side, all the tile is pink.
Okay.
So we say, problem solved. We clearly go on the blue side,
Yep.
right? Wrong.
Oh. Yes.
We get, shower
Appropriate, right?
Yep.
Oh,
and
yep.
we're showering, and I mean, there are many other funny things. They had like pallets on the ground.
Yep.
Anyway,
Mhm.
it was all this stuff. But then we start hearing something that sounds something like, kind of. We don't understand what's
Like a
we're
foreign
hearing.
language.
Kind of like a foreign language, but like an angry
Oh no.
70-year-old lady. I'm sure a lovely lady, just so angry. We were not in the right side at all.
So
And she was not afraid at all to come in and
and
just
tell you
yell at us, just really
in a foreign
right
language.
from Don to me. So that was one where I went, this is
Okay.
a new place.
All right. Yeah. Makes some sense.
Woof.
Woof. Don't
I
do
have
that
to-
again.
There's one time when I fell asleep.
Nope. Come up here.
That's
Nope.
what, I had
You
planned that
start. You're
perfectly.
mid sentence. It's your
We
fault.
were at Devil's Lake, and I fell asleep on a park bench,
Mm-hmm.
and then everyone grabbed one side of it, and like that was kind of embarrassing.
you.
Yeah,
So this one.
and then a
just
third
so-
one was. I'm just kidding.
It says, I hereby disclaim, release, and relinquish any and all claims, actions, and lawsuits that I or any of my dependents, heirs, family members, or legal representatives may have against any party relating to any damage or injury that results or is alleged to have resulted from the use, consumption, ingestion, and contact or other use from this product.
So
Mad Dog,
from any party,
$3.57.
So if we had a party and we did this,
those just won't have a party. So
yeah.
This
Alright.
sauce is gonna be hot, but maybe it's
Okay.
not as hot. Maybe that was like super anticlimactic.
Yeah, right.
It smells really
Okay.
good.
smells like eye drops. Let's do one.
Do an eye drop.
Yeah.
I think it smells pretty good. It smells
Really?
like kind of like honey.
I don't think I want to smell it. I think that might
Yep.
intimidate me.
Okay. Good luck, friends.
All right. So
Is that much good?
yeah.
Let's show the camera how much we have comparatively.
So I got the tip. He's got a little bit more,
Yeah.
but I think mine is more sideways
Okay.
than
Well,
yours.
agree to disagree. Bless you.
Just you tried a little. So I will say that my wife and I we got these. I like an idiot ordered them
Sure.
to my house. So
Yeah.
she had to pick them up from the front step.
Yeah.
Sarah is leaving the room.
Wow.
So anyway, so we got it, and I was like, well, before I submit anybody else to, like
Yeah.
a good person, I'm going to try a little hit.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take a little bit and see what
Just a
happens.
Finger
Yep.
taste.
I just hope you're ready. Are you ready?
Wait, you didn't finish the
Nope,
story.
I'm not going to. We're going to figure it out together.
Okay,
I know what's
ready?
coming. All right. So it's in there. I really put it in the far back. It's just marinating there.
Well, it's spicy. See the head sweat?
Yep. Yeah, I noticed you went from like a light glisten to like a pretty solid glisten. You know, so I don't know if you watched the one with Dave Foster, but we took the spicy ghost pepper one, and I rolled it around.
Slathered.
But he took a bite and he's just like, and I'm over there and I'm like, oh, I'm dying. It's good.
Yeah.
It's got a little honey.
I'm really enjoying it.
It did taste pretty good, but it went straight to the.
Okay, so we're getting to the good ones here. So, do you have any advice
No.
at all for our students? Just ways that they can maybe learn, interact with Jesus in ways that maybe they haven't. We say these last ones so we
Sure.
can all die.
I could recommend the Bible.
That's it? Just have it. Hold it. Yeah.
Read it.
Do you want some milk?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Bible is great. Read it as much as you can with your friends. And that'll be great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, there.
Your second to last one. It's called Burn After Eating. A hot sauce. It's kind of thick.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it is.
Good luck. I'm not trying this one this time. You can do it. Got one more to go.
How are you doing?
Great.
It gets worse. So,
Does it really?
yeah, the get bitten one. So that this one that we just had, like, I had a pretty good amount,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Ooh, that's hot." The get bitten one, I just like put my finger lightly over and touched my tongue to that, and I was on fire forever.
These stories aren't helping. I don't know if you thought they were.
They're not meant to. I'm just trying to prepare
Let's
us.
get it over with.
All right, you ready? Air dunk? Dunk? All right, and go.
Great. Yeah, that's good. Yep. What's the question?
The question is,
Yeah.
why don't you tell us about like
The Bible.
community groups
Yeah.
as like what they are in relation to what we do here at Parkview?
Sure.
What does it kind of look like to be a part of a community group? That sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, community groups. I'm glad you saved this question. You're so late,
Yep.
so I could be really lucid and eloquent in my answer.
That
Thank you. Thank you.
John Casey said the same thing.
Yeah, that's great.
He took the ghost pepper
You
one.
couldn't have saved "Who are you?" for right now, so I could squeak out Thomas. Rude. Well, let me just community groups.
Yes.
Well, like I said before, what's a church? A church exists to fulfill the great commission that Jesus has given to us to make disciples. Making disciples involves two things: baptizing them, that is calling new people to Christ, heralding the gospel, explain to them Christ has come to rescue them, ransom them from sin and death, into new life in him through connection to Jesus, the one perfect man. And into the new creation. Not just sort of rescued away to heaven forever, although that comes, but all that God is doing through his Spirit here on earth until the day he returns. So, that's number one, baptizing them.
Yep.
You know, baptism is sort of the entry gate into the Christian life. And then, so baptizing them and teaching them to obey all that I have commanded you, Jesus says. So, part two is teach them to obey, and that's what we call discipleship often.
Yep. If
Baptism is sort of A to B, discipleship is B to Z, you know.
Yep.
Taking the next step in relationship with Christ. So, community groups, and you know, you think of any church, you think, like I said before, you think of the big programs, you think of the preaching, you think of the Sunday, and all those things really exist to serve that one goal underlying everything, which is to help every person everywhere take the next step in relationship to Christ. So, I think of community groups as sort of, if Sunday and some of the big programs we do are sort of the air war, then community groups are sort of the ground war, you know. Yeah. That's where we put foot to soil, people to people. Snot.
So it's really clearing you out. It's good. This is healthy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. People would pay for this, I think. I'll be paying for it later.
In a different way.
Yeah. And so community groups.
Yeah.
And
Yep. That's all you have to answer right now.
Yeah.
You did great
better.
Okay.
Yeah, better.
This is the last one. It's called Get Bitten.
I don't like the size of this bottle. You know?
This one is in the Hot Sauce Hall of Fame. So this is an experience.
As the least spicy?
Yeah. This
I
one
don't
is
actually
not
world record.
know what for.
Yeah, don't put a ton on there.
Why is it so brown?
It's got chocolate habaneros in it.
Yeah. It can't be too spicy, right?
You can't say
It's
habaneros.
Chocolate.
Habanero.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were a Spanish teacher.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Oh, boy.
No. Oh, all right. I take it back.
Jalapeno business.
Okay. So again, I'm not doing very much. I'm a grown man.
I just dipped the wrong one.
Be like, this one isn't much different than the last one.
Thomas, you're not.
Is this so you have more? Is that what you were looking for, or is this a similar amount?
I thought it was similar, but
do you want to see who can eat the most of this?
not at all.
Yes, absolutely.
Hold on.
It's really getting Thomas.
Do you see that? It looks like I just.
You should have been wearing your suit coat.
This is my body's way of coping.
Yep, absolutely. So
It's like Thomas's head is on fire. Quick, put it out with sweat.
let's real quick talk about Scoville units. So Scoville units, as Sarah has told me, is about measuring how hot something is. So like kind of 1 through 6. We're like, what?
Do you want me to tell you?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, come on out here.
It's the units.
This is my higher education at work. So Scoville units are the measure of capsaicin, which is this like spiciness protein. And so your taste buds are what are called gustatory cells, and they are chemoreceptors. They are chemoreceptors. So when the capsaicin touches your tongue, this whole response happens.
While she's doing this,
so
let's eat
they're
this.
the capsaicin is like what is
ready?
hot. Scoville measures how hot something is.
Ready? Here you go.
So this is 6
million.
Okay, what
the Dave's,
to give you?
The Dave's was 118 or 80. I don't remember. It's a 1 and there's an 8 in there.
Yeah,
then the Mad Dog 357 is 357. And then the ones after I think were like 600,000 and then 1 million, and so this is 6 million. So you are hitting the top of what I know to be the spiciest hot sauce we could find. That is pretty affordable.
Did you try it?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, and go. Yep, it's there. It's right there.
And people buy this.
Yeah.
With money.
We did. How is it?
I got a hair in mine.
How you doing?
Great. How you doing?
I'm quite honestly,
Pretty anticlimactic.
yeah.
You probably should have had more. Both of you were.
I don't know if I want to compound a problem that I don't feel like I'm having, or
Do we
just
do
go harder.
milk now, or is this like?
It's whatever you want. It can be a competition on who lasts the longest. I mean, the heat's there, but I'm just.
You win.
Oh no,
Oh.
no, I don't want to do that.
Do it. You're
That
committed.
was-
Go, go, go.
Oh no. Wow.
Do I do it? Well, anyways, Thomas, why don't you answer
Yeah.
for our kids, for students, junior high age and up?
And
How are some ways that they can interact with community groups?
Well, you know, for the most part, community groups work probably through your parents. So, are your parents part of a community group? Great, go, be part of it. We think one of the highest values at Parkview is that we're a multi-generational church.
I'm fine. It's
You get
fine.
to have relationships with people who are mature, wise in Christ, and those are really valuable relationships. And so go and participate. And if your parents aren't part of a group, you know, you can ask them about it and see if they're interested. And yeah, I'd say that's probably a couple good ways.
There it goes.
Yeah,
I got it.
Do you want to just pour this over your head?
We're fine.
Yeah. You look fine. You look great.
Thanks.
Mhm.
It's really right here.
Sure.
I'm fine. It's fine.
What I can do now. That's all natural.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed our time with Thomas.
This has been great.
I really had a good time.
What an honor.
For me, you're the one who's cool.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm just a youth guy.
Sure. Thanks.
So we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys on Sunday.